Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Old World. We are continuing our multiplayer game against IceMatrix. So, I did some, well, not really investigation, but I discovered that this is only his second multiplayer game ever, so I'm deciding against kind of just rushing over everybody here and killing IceMatrix immediately. I'm gonna kind of let him do his thing with Carthage, and instead we'll just keep headed up and kind of moving. Oh, so I'm guessing it's his turn currently, because my turn is currently ended. Yes, he's moving. So we'll take a peek. We'll see what he's up to. Um, Looks like he's pressing the advantage here. And I think what I'll do, as maybe... He knows I have swordsman, but I think what would be funny would be to come up here with maybe this chariot or this slinger, right? And chill in this city site. That way, if he does... I don't know what he has vision. Can I take a look? Take a look here. I don't know if he has... How do I show that? What button is that? Nope. Okay. So what I need to do is select the player, right? Select Carthage and say, what do you see of me? All right. Interestingly... No, that's Carthage. I don't give a crap about Carthage. I want to know Assyria. All right. So, we'll take a look at Assyria and Assyria's vision to the best of my knowledge. So, IceMatrix doesn't see what I'm doing. He probably doesn't even see this, that this city is being taken. So what I think would be funny, however, would be to move up this chariot, right? Move up maybe a spearman, maybe a slinger, right? Put a couple of low-level units in this region. And so that way when he takes a peek over and sees that I'm conquering, he'll be like, oh, we're the same. He does know I have the swordsman. There's nothing really he can do about that. But I think it would still be funny nonetheless to kind of have him maybe take a second and go, oh, hey, he's really weak. Or like, oh, if he attacks me, basically what I'm getting at, if he attacks me, then, there's no issue, right? Fine. If he chooses to attack me. That's an annoying level of damage it would require to take to destroy this thing. So... I just want to stay out of his vision range, though. A nice big whack at that. And do I have... Now's the time to do exploration, swap into exploration. Because check this out, now I can hit this. So, oh, I wish I could undo that to demonstrate, but take a pause, go back a second, and pay attention to the movement range of these guys, right? And how I was landing just shy of this stuff. But now I can come all the way up here and defeat this onager. Which would be quite nice for me. I'm going to head up here and heal this guy in that spot. Put this guy here. Honestly, maybe even just put this guy right here. Oh, no. Force march. Kill that. And then I guess I will force march right there and just settle that now. Also, come up with my crossbows. Spy Master. You know what I can do with the Spy Master? The Spy Master I can use to infiltrate. Oh, I need some money, huh? Let's take a real nice peek at IceMatrix, see what he's got going on, and we'll just continue straight up. Thinking straight up to Holy War. Right? Might as well. Holy War, then Barding. Although, it's only one turn on land consolidation, so I'm kind of thinking, how many groves do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, whatever. We'll give ourselves some development. More development. Build a road here. And more civics. Take more civics, of course they will. I don't want a distant raid. But I don't want to spend the money for it. So we'll take the distant raid. Where are we at? Ooh-wee. I'll take all of the free happiness. Take the XP from my events. I'll be cunning. All right, we have a frugal builder everywhere, I believe, right? Frugal or robust? Robust, right. So let's take a look at this raid. Yes, and we also have this happening. We have that happening. It looks like we kind of lucked out here on this raid situation. So now, in the time that we have, we want to make sure we go around and ensure that we're just getting the most value we can out of our ability to spam mills. Honestly, this city doesn't have a lot of mill opportunities, which is a bummer. But we'll mill up here. And oh, right. I wanted to do more shrines. I kind of messed this up. I got sidetracked. I've remembered. It's hard to remember after a week, you know, but we'll start sending these guys down here. What I want to do is make sure I go around everywhere. Do I want to rush this? I can't because of the Grand Vizier. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to let him do his thing. We'll let my IceMatrix do his thing while I come up and destroy the Hittites. Four turns on this, 2 turns on that. And then, yeah, we will take land consolidation. So the things we're thinking are groves now, although we really don't need the more science, I guess, but we'll do it anyway. More cultures, always nice. This guy can come down here. Groves. Lots of wood. Chopping sprees need to happen. Chopping spree down here. So that's how we'll do this. We'll chop, chop, chop. And then shrine. And we also just need more food if we're going to spam cataphracts, right? So all of this whole region, if I can get to it after building my shrines, will be... I don't need to build every... Oh, right, because I have the Heliopolis. That's why I'm thinking shrines. That's why I'm thinking 4 shrines everywhere. So let's take a look. I'm going to keep the action focused on IceMatrix, see what he's doing. But let's take a look at our shrines. And what am I thinking? Paganism. We're playing pagan Greece here, always fun. So there's 4 in Pella, 4 in Epidamos. I need 2 in Halicarnassus. I need 3 here. It's 4 here, 2 here. So honestly, most of my cities have all the shrines I would need. So we're very close to being able to swap into monotheism to really get those orders up. Also, all of the wonders gone? We have land consolidation. I'll take that. Babylon is now truce with... Oh, I was thinking about the Alcazna. So that answers the wonder question. What else do we have left? These 2. So honestly, we're close to the ability to be able to build them. Interesting. So let's get that. Let's get one of them locked up right now. Yep, we have... shopping spree. Shopping spree. We're just going to go crazy on this, right? So that allows... We need a worker, though. This fella? That allows me to grab the souk. Solve that. All right, it looks like we had a death of a swordsman. Really don't appreciate that. So we might need to be a little bit more cautious up here. Might need to be a lot more cautious up here, come to think of it. I'm now the invincible, which I appreciate. We still have onagers doing some damage, so we'll come up around here. Force march this and just... We'll lose a guy, but that's alright. Do another force march there, and that'll be the turn. Although I'm actually going to spend all the training to make sure my crossbows can get further and further to where they need to go. I want to spend all 4. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't. But I will spend... I mean, I guess that's it, right? That's it, right? Oh, we have events. What's going on here? My heir can be a commander. We'll take the commander. We want to keep the military pressure up. I mean... They want me to change to philosophy for free. Kind of want to do that, but I'm not gonna. Elder officer complete. What do we have now? Going to be legendary 2 in a second. Build a few warriors. Alright, so now we'll take cartography in 2, I suppose. Or doctrine. Didn't I decide at one point that tolerance could be nifty or something? Is anybody still better in research than me? Let's see if I can steal research. Yeah, Babylon's erudite. Although I can steal research. Alright, so they're hanging tight. Hattie's weaker. These conscripts are going to be annoying. How much territory? Hattie has 5. Alright, yep. Oh, I need to end my turn. Whoops. This will probably be artisans here, and I need to be mindful of Babylon, because if Babylon were to attack me, I forgot about that too, Babylon attacking me would not be good. Looks like they're setting up for staging over here, in fact. I might need to be mindful of that as well. If they war demand me, though, I'll accept it. Did I get chariot killed by a slinger? So only 1 kill. Only 1 kill. Ooh, a heavy chariot, which I could one day upgrade to a 3-man. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. Man, this is annoying. Ooh, we'll take the Highlander promotion and just clear this out. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Come up. Oh, no. Go here. There we go. Take that. Nice econ boost. Also, we have rebels, don't we? Not rebels. These guys. Great. All right, so we have checking on the vision. Well, let's grab this guy and check the vision. Yep. Cool. All right, so from here we're thinking force march, hit the city. We have good generals. No, still not. Whack on this, I guess. Move this up. All right, so now we're thinking we want groves everywhere. Let's send this guy down. Oh, wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, Shrine of Hades right there. That'll be good. Let's take a look at our events. Oh, I'm the Prophet Jonah. That's cool. I'm the king. The Prophet Jonah is the king. That's nifty. Definitely take the stone boost. I'll marry another person. Oh, wow. Interesting here. Interesting here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that. Oh, cool. Fickle Band as well. So I am going to take what just happened, and the reason for that is I'm going to try and prevent a war. My issue now is I can no longer use my fancy rushing abilities, which are about to come online. Although, yeah, no, I guess I actually have Zoroastrianism in a lot of my cities. So that's important. That's nice to see. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and give ourselves Zeus, Hades, Poseidon. And let's go down. Let's find because I really want to be done with this. So 2 in here, right? Halicarnassus is 2 in here. We'll just Poseidon doesn't matter. And oh man, annoying. All right, well, onward. Atheni. All right, so we can do some stuff here, right? We'll do that one. Hades. Zeus. Who's next? Croton. Okay. We can do Poseidon. I don't really care about the horses. Atheni. Hades. You can do Hades up here. You can do Poseidon down here. Alright, so that'll be another turn. Maybe a worker or something. Oh, you know what? We'll do a farmer right here. Expand those borders, get ourselves the ability to build. Alright, so we also want to consider I mean, this is pretty much what we're looking at, actually. Never mind. But we're on the turn here. Great, great, great. All right, so, oof, we're going to lose. Oh, he's slandering me. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. That explains that. Oh. Wait, no. Shit. I don't want to do that. I want to, return the favor. Babylon is at peace with him. Are you kidding me? That's so funny. Well, I'm going to influence. And then what I'm going to do is who has really strong growth? Yeah. We're going to counter this. I'm just going to spam a bunch of Zoro disciples and spread Zoroastrianism a bunch of times. Which will help me a little bit. But what I want to make sure happens is that I kill a bunch of stuff. Yep. Oh, I need to kill this guy. Okay. And then I need to... back. Kill that guy. Kill that. Oh, shit. Did that wrong. Oh, shit. And now I need to kill this guy. Because I can't lose my crossbow. Good general? No, I don't. But I can send him back this way. And then we'll send this guy up here. And this guy back here to hang on to that. Interesting that he's slandering me. Ooh, I'll take the orders. I'll take the civics. I'll take stat boost. I have lots of courage, so we'll do courage to do that. Who's this? Head of... oh, yeah. I want her to be endeared with me. Yeah, that's nice. I've been publicly slandered. That's funny. That's really funny. I've never had to deal with that before, so I kind of like that. That's amusing to me. Alright, so let's get to where we need to go with other stuff. So Hades there. Let's get back to this list that I'm looking at. I'm just doing the main core. So this one's done. Athenai, we know is done. This one needs 2 more, so let's hop over here and do Poseidon. And can we do Hades anywhere that's good? No, not really. We'll just do Hades right here. So that's... now we have Croton. This one we know is done. And then, yeah, Embracia needs 1 more, it looks like. So we'll just toss Embracia right there. And then we're going to go ahead and swap into monotheism. So now we have an extra 8 orders per turn. And at the end of all of these turns, we're going to have a whole bunch more orders as well. And we'll take a grove. So that's cool. Do swordsmen, I'm sorry, warriors. I don't know what this place wants to do. Probably walls, I guess, now that I think we're going to have to worry about Babylon. Maybe this guy wants a wall as well afterwards. I do, ooh, I forgot I was a zealot. And IceMatrix is weaker than me, which is nice. So he will not feel emboldened to attack me, I don't believe. And I need to keep an eye on my... yeah, nice. My next swordsman has come online, so I want to make sure that he comes up. Yeah, these guys, I think, are moving up here for some staging activity to go to war with me. And I lost somebody, a phalangite. Really don't like the fact that I'm losing phalangites. So let's just try and keep up the pressure here. somehow. Yep. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll go whack onto that. And we'll start driving into this. And honestly, I think this guy's going to want to come back and heal up. And I'm tempted to move forward and try to get a kill, but I also really don't want to lose a swordsman. So we'll probably... I'd rather lose phalangites than swordsmen, to be honest, because... and my crossbows, because I can't really replicate my swordsmans just yet. Cavalry cult. Wow. In my champion seat. That doesn't get any better than that. Holy crap. Do I have horses? Yes, I do. Cavalry cult. In my champion seat. Definitely take Hypatia. Yeah, and then this will become a artisans. Crazy, man. Let's see if I can put a governor right now that's going to have some good civics. Not really, I guess. Speaking of governors. Yeah, I knew she was good. Oh, she's... Okay, so who's next highest? Although, actually... Let me take a look at Babylon. We're just going to run around and spread. Right? That's going to... Although, what's my opinion with these guys? Only 40, yeah. So that's interesting. We also don't even have an ambassador. That's something we can fix too. And can I actually get that last wonder now as well? Need 4,000 gold. Yeah, so not quite. Oh, just tried to undo instinctively. So what I want to think about is more ways to improve myself. I also want to think about agent networks. Food, things like that. Food resources. Because I'm going to need to improve my ability to... Oh, I want my other swordsman to come all the way up here. Do I have a good general to add to him? Not really. In fact, I think this is one that I'll just force march closer. Really bring up... Alright, so Carthage... So Carthage is down here, which is fun. So I'm actually going to demand tribute from... Can I not do Carthage because we're at peace? That's true, I can't do Carthage because we're at peace. But I can kill them whenever I feel like it. I feel like this is not a good investment of my time. These things. 350 science. I mean, I just don't even know what to build in my capital right now. Militia? Oh, probably get a Grand Vizier thing, right? So we'll do warrior. Maybe a warrior from everywhere. Oh, no, I do want to build... If you can build me something that gets me more food... No, you can't. Can you? Yeah, not really, huh? Oh, right. I have the ability to get an ambition. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. So let's try and get happiness level 1. So in 4 years, happiness... Yeah. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe. Stop that. Who else is that? Want you. Slow you down. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. All right, so this is what he's working with. Yeah, he didn't have a river. Oh, he bought down here. That's where he was gonna put the Colosseum. That does suck for him. All right, so what's the opportunity to get over there without declaring war on him? This way, I guess. All right. I mean, you can't go wrong with ballistas, so I guess ballistas. And he'll do a warrior. This guy. Nice. I could buy out my officers. So we'll do that. We'll elder officer you. We'll go ahead and elder officer you. And then, yes, I don't even have my full setup over here. We'll make sure we get to that. And then we'll ballast it down here. All right. Wild that he's trying to get Carthage, Babylon up in my business. I'm not surprised. Yeah, this is terrifying. I don't like that they're right here. Okay, so we've influenced our Babylonian friends, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send them a peace treaty. See if they'll accept, while trying to influence the Zoro head. And we get a Magus. Magus, yep. So that's more opinion. And I guess, you know what? I do like the idea of trying to increase that. So maybe we will do that just a little bit more. All right, we lost another phalangite. Really, really hating this. We're just wading in way too deep. But there's not much, too much they can do about it. It's just these how many cities do they have now? 4. Gross, man. Losing a phalangite every turn really does suck. Around this way. Kill that one. We get out all the way up? No, we can't. But we can get close enough that we can, well, get close enough, I guess. All right. Yes, so the next thing I want to make sure that we do is run around and build our ranges, because we don't have ranges everywhere. Because then the next thing we can do after that is build more officers in any area that needs it. We have cartography, that's nice. Okay. Interesting. I like the idea. Ooh, all right. I cannot believe I didn't do patrons. And yeah, this will be my sage's seat. Here we go. Heal up my people. Build a worker, I guess. Yep, and we have everybody over here to protect from potential raids. Do I have colonies activated? I don't, but that might be useful at some point. And we're not... Oh, I'm building too many. I'm not stockpiling enough food. Yes, and then this guy's going to head in this direction. And I just need more units. What am... Oh, he's weaker and primitive. I just need more units. I need more units. I need more improvements. I need more of everything. Orders, technically. The Empire is quite large. Ships would be funny. I could get all the way over there with a bunch of ships, couldn't I? Wouldn't that be funny? He can get hit by 3 things on his capital, and I can just disable his capital permanently. That would be pretty funny. So what I need, that's what I need. I need more lumber. So I am, in fact, going to enact Constitution for now. 5 orders is nothing at this stage. And I'm going to go ahead and try to close up this whole situation here. And give myself the opportunity to get more lumber. And I'll focus on that a lot more next turn. Because we want ships and other stuff that I can put... that I can do with lumber. Basically. Lumber, a bunch of lumber here would be nice. That's going to be all set. It would be really nice to get an agent network everywhere as well. Scouts everywhere that we can. Another successful slander. That's so funny. Okay, buddy. That's really funny. Ooh, see, this is really interesting. I love the idea of showing up with Dromans. But we're going to go ahead and get Cataphracts, because Cataphracts could be useful. And did we lose another Phalangite? We really, really did. IceMatrix is still... Matrix is still weaker, though. Alright, well, let's knock this city down quickly. Oh! Shit, can't undo. Damn it. We'll go ahead and get Horsebane here, because that's just going to destroy him. In fact, I'm even going to run all the way up here and just disable this. Nice, and we get a Macement on top of it. Cool. We'll send the Macement back here to disrupt this guy's day. Kill this guy. And just... Oh, is that a river? Is that why that's happening? Force march up here. Alright, so... Cool. The Hittites should, for the most part, be ours. Very nice. And let's check events first. I don't want to spearman. I'll take the culture and the opinion. I'll take a builder on the throne in case I need it. My son and heir will become a cultivator. They want me to put colonies back. Alright, well, give me a second on that. This navy's really coming in clutch. See if I can't... Well, that's the end of that. Alright. Grove still. And let's think about where we're spreading our opinion next. Yeah, so basically the Zorro spread gets us 20 opinion over 20 years, and a slander is something like 40 opinion over... Take a look here. 40 years. So I'm not completely countering it, but... Oh, and he can do it every 3 turns. He can do it every 3 turns. That's funny. Oh, and I need to build a fair. I do need to build a fair. So, we'll think about that next. I don't... Oligarch. Ah, dumb. Well, whatever. We have the civics to just swap right back, I guess. We can do Holy War, which I'll go ahead and do. Think about things that get me income. I mean, I pretty much have everything online that gives me income. I mean, it might be high time. We have 350 science. It might be high time to just swap into vassalage. That's fine. We don't. How much science do we need, really? IceMatrix is primitive to us. Babylon is erudite. Babylon's our only competitor. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. We'll put wall in there. And what's over here? An elder officer. Both elder officers are finished. Yep. So now we need to start thinking about... We have 100 food per turn, 200... Alright, so we're primed to start spamming in cataphracts. We have 5 turns before we can. So in the meantime, I'll just build warriors. I could build horsemen and then upgrade them, but I don't want to double dip. That would basically double the cost, because I believe cataphracts are also 100 food, right? Yeah, they are. Why would I do that? I'm just going to spend... I like to spam swordsmen in the end of the game, if they're still an option, if they're still available, because that will allow me to upgrade them all to... Not swordsmen. I like to spam warriors if they're still available, and then upgrade to swordsmen, because then what that does is it just... All of your swordsmen that you then upgrade through training and whatnot is nice. They only cost, 50 more. Nice. And we took peace, and we'll take peace with them. Alright, so we have a swap in the matriarch. That's fine. I'll influence them right away. And let's see if we can't get this to drop right now. Let's see if I can't get this to drop right away. Go up like this. Come up like this. Take a hit at that. I didn't even need to do it that way, but here we are. I'll just take out Adana. I like staying ruthless. Do I benefit from being ruthless? Nope. I'll stay ruthless. I'll swap. I can't do this because I'm already running an influence. That's nice. Ooh, I can take free orthodoxy. Wasn't I saying that you get orthodoxy for free all the time? So, glad I didn't do that. All right, so on that note, let's come around and spread the faith. Spread the faith somewhere. Oh, did I go in the wrong direction? Shit, yes I did. Well, I'll just do it twice next turn. That's no big deal. Kill this. Stop him in his tracks. And with my handy-dandy fleet, try and just slow these guys down. Oh, that's what I'll build in the meantime. I'll build ships, right? So let's go on some chopping sprees and get me the wood that I need to build another ship. That'll be really cool. And then let's try to come over here and really focus. Let's not forget, I need all the lumber in the world. I need to massively maximize my lumber econ. This guy will come here. Shit. We'll spot back into colonies. We'll buy this tile with the wrong frickin' city, but it doesn't matter. And we're gonna go here and... Shit, yes it does matter. Right? Does it matter? Do I have all my mills? Yeah, it did matter. That's alright. So we can do that. And then this guy can come up and build another lumber mill. And we want another lumber mill. Great. And then, in fact, actually, come over here. Send this tile to Epidermos. And we'll build a lumber mill here. Also, building a windmill there. See, I'm trying to maximize all this lumber in this little quadrant right here. And we're going to go back and take a peek at what's going on. We'll keep looking at this vision situation. All right, so he can see that I'm his neighbor now. So that's nice. So this city is probably going to be champions. Right. So. Redemption. I'm not attached to, although I get a bunch of culture everywhere, so why not, right? But I'll get a bunch of culture everywhere. Fine. More opinion. This guy wants to do that weird dye thing. I could get a bunch of gold. How old am I? 70? I'm surprised I'm still alive, to be honest. Yeah. So, if I die, I die. Don't care about Carthage anymore. We'll take the champions. And we need to repair. And, right. So now, I mean, like, it's just a question of, am I going to let IceMatrix build up? And I think the answer to that question is pretty much yes. Can I get out of this vision? Probably not by much. I can. Cool. Hide right there real quick. Before making our way around to where we want to go. And then I think what I would need to do is send some workers and stuff up here, because what would be lovely would be to chop this entire area. And then do I actually have the ability to put a judge in here? No. Do I want? I think I do. How much is this? 8? So I could do 16. That would be 46. 8 times 4, right? That's 32. So I could get myself up to 60 by spending a bunch of training and civics. Probably worth it. No judge, right? Not at all. Is it worth it? No, we'll just spam warriors. Warriors and slingers for the upgrade. And this guy's so close. Pretty much one more turn and we're good to go on that. And then I need to build my fair. Let's not forget about the fair. Alright. I feel like I'm the one taking forever now. Yeah. Oh. So I did get the 6th city, so let's see if I can't... I'm just going to keep doing this forever, aren't I? Let's see if I can't... Happiness, 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 discontent. This one will fall. Okay, well, that's a bummer. We'll just keep trying to do this. Take amphibious, definitely. And come kill this rebel. Why do I have rebels? Alright. You'll also come down here and build a watermill. Good. Nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head right on over here. We'll force march it, and I don't mind. Oh, I need to go... Oh, well, whatever. I'm not going to declare war on him. So well, what I'll do, it'll put her in there, and then what I'll do is move agent network to... Oh! Move agent network to the capital. I forgot that's how that works. Alright, so next up... Keep this train moving. Alright, cool, we got this. And I'll save. Oh, wow, I'm inquisitive. Acquire random technology. Could be a good one. Ballistics. I'll take it. 1600 tech for free. Okay, cool. So this guy will hang out here. We took our tech thing. And I'm actually going to do this Ugarit last. We'll do that one last. And then what I want... Do I have any scouts? Where are some scouts? Here's a scout. Let's bring my scouts up and around. This guy wants to come up. I really need, like, all of the... Oh, I didn't build the last shrine here, did I? Let's take a look. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Miletos. That's fine, I don't care. And here. That's fine. So I'm missing 5 orders, but whatever, no big deal. In the meantime, what I would like to do is still consider... food situations. So we'll add in a farm. We'll add in a farm. And the reason I'm doing this is because, remember, we're going to be spamming lots of cataphracts soon. And then I want to see what I can do over here. See what I can do on this guy. Didn't I give myself a Zoro disciple this turn? Is it spreading on its own? I don't like that. Bread. Yes. Okay. That's funny. Ooh, I'll take the Zoro Disciple. So I will... Perfect. Perfect timing. Here we go. Build the Circus Maximus, and then I will finally... Yes, I will take the free Philosopher. And I can't seek political allies just yet, but that's okay. And so now, didn't I get a disciple somewhere? A Zoro disciple? Yes, I did. So where else can I send this guy to spread religion? Running out of options here. Which is certainly not a... yeah. I'll do Croton, and I'll just do it next turn. Oh, I can convert myself. So I will do that because that will change the result of this event. Okay. And now I get a bodyguard and other stuff. I'm impious and famous, and these are Kansas. This guy is stacked in terms of what he's capable of. So now I have the ability to build mangonels, which is just fascinating. And check this out, I can buy them instantly, even in a city that can takes a lot of time to put them out. So I'll just do that. And now, I mean, my economy is just stretched because I just built so many wonders and stuff. All right. I'm happy with this. He's really trying to slander, but I mean, I'm happy with where I ended up. I want to see if I can ask him to join a war with me against IceMatrix. What's his opinion against IceMatrix? Or he's... Yeah, they like each other. Are they the same religion? No. But we are, buddy. We are. I can't attack Carthage. Great, I'll take that. I cannot attack Carthage. 3 palaces. How many legendary cities do I have? Just the one. 3 fairs. Okay. So let's take a quick peek around who's closest to legendary. This guy, obviously, 13. And this guy is 20. So, in theory, I could do that, but I'm going to say no now because he's just going to die eventually, you know? And we'll do... promote here. Perfect. Right, so this domestic fleet has worked out beautifully. And it looks like we have new friends, in fact, coming to pay us a visit. And so what I want to do is just kind of see what's up. Oh, we have territory up here. Whoa, we have Vandal territory up here. Maybe I'll take that. Maybe we'll expand into that. Buy this. Purchase. Really want to fill out these borders while I have the opportunity to do so. All right. Because then it's just going to really create movement. Like, my movement will go pretty smoothly. In fact, yeah, should buy this whole coastline at some point. And let's take a look at Carthage, see what he sees, What button do I have to press? Oh, there it is. Yeah, all right, so he can see that. All right, so let's keep moving. Oh, of course this one's going to be a jerk and take a second. Right? Yeah. That's okay. Oh, nice crit. That's good. I always like to do this. You know, this guy, it wastes a whole attack, so with your, you know, spillover, you can kind of counter the zealot capability a little bit. And I'll have this guy just hang out here. And might as well just kill that right now. Alright, so this is going to take a second because I only have the ability to hit it a couple of times per round. You're building a forum up there. That's interesting. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to get this worker up here. I really would like to get another worker up there. So we'll go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, actually, let's build some roads so I don't forget. Building a road network all along this area would be delightful. So we'll start, because the river will do it, right? So we'll start from here. And Croton. Yep, spread Zoro. Yeah, now we're cooking, man. You jerk. You try to slander me? What a jerk. That's amazing. Alright, and I'll try to put some civics in here to beef this up. What's my opinion around who... Yeah. Why doesn't this one like me very much? Lots of discontent? That makes sense, I suppose. Is that it? Do I have... What is a city that I could just slow down with luxuries? This guy I want to move up. This guy can... Oh, he already purchased. He also already purchased. So what I can do is more shopping sprees with my orders. My order output. That's the thing I care about the most right now. Is the wood, really. So, and that's what's amazing, is that I'm going to start being able to set up mangonels here because of the ability to rush. So I really like that. I honestly don't even need to set up mangonels here. What I can do, apprentice officer. I can max out. How much training is the mangonel? 120? Interesting. Oh, oh, it's the drought. I was wondering why we're not making any wood. I mean food. Forgive me. I'll do a warrior here. Interesting. One mangonel could be nice. There. And, do a gardener here. Gardener I like because, you know what? I also need these gems. I never put these gems online all game. That's so stupid. I have one guy that likes gems. Do I have any dyes? I do. I have dyes right here that also haven't been online all game. So let's try and get those set up. Silly. That can solve this opinion issue. And I guess I'll do a mangonel. There. What am I saving my wood for? Potentially navy as well? This one, we'll do treasury. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I should reveal... What law do I have? Calligraphy. Let's check out his laws. Has he gotten 6 yet? He has 5 still. Okay. I'm going to absolutely keep doing everything. Jesus Christ, man! What happens? I want to see what happens. There's a taunting ability. I'm going to taunt you, man. That shows what you get. Every time he slanders, every time from now on he successfully slanders me, I'm going to taunt him in response. That's now the official policy of my administration. Exactly. Exactly. That's a perfect response. Indeed. I'm going to do that every time. I'm going to do that from now on. If he successfully slanders me, I'm just going to taunt him. And let's get my navy where it needs to be. Force march it up and just dive right in. And can I do another force march? I can. And this, honestly, wow, this is really good. Check this out, too. So let's see if one more force march. Yeah, this is just going to... This navy's proving so useful. I don't normally build ships, but I'm going to build a few more. I'll even build one down here, I think. Might as well... What's my wood? Ah, nice. My wood is 130. So we'll get more. Get more where we can. We're running out of wood. All right, so hold on. Let's not lose track. Honey is also useful. Let's get a bunch of honey groves up and running, so they're there when we need them. We don't forget about them. And then we'll go like this. Chopping spree up to the coast, and then we're losing money. We can't buy stuff anymore. Interesting. Well, I guess that changes things slightly. Well, still, I'm going to chop a bunch anyway, because I know I'm going to want this wood, and I don't really care about the orders just yet. Okay. I got another Zorro. Cathedrals are on the list, so maybe one more Zorro? Nah, I don't need another Zorro. Cathedrals are legitimacy, though. Use 14 cities. That is interesting. And barding is in 1 turn. So in 1 turn I can start spamming. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have the food anymore because of this drought. This happens to me every time. I've made a different video. I don't know if I ever posted it, but I never made a different video talking about this. It seems every time I'm about to be in a position where... What do I want to build here? Oh, I guess I'll just build a mangonel. Where I'm getting, like, I'm literally researching barding. I'm in a position where it's time to start mass spamming cataphracts, right? I want you to go... Oh. Normally you can pick which ocean. Oh, because it's all the same ocean. I have an interesting way around that. If I sell this stuff... Interesting. That's what I'll do. Not this turn. So you just hold council. And next turn I'm going to use workers to sell this property to these territories. To this territory. And that way I can build ships from Ambracia into this ocean. You can build a ship here though. And I like that idea. Let's just do it right now. Cool. So he's got some rebels. And then I think maybe what I do... Take Ugarit. And then bring my navy. Nice. I'll take the 2 more free phalangites just because they're free. We'll just whack this stuff down. Yeah, see, this guy's just... The raiders are never gonna be able to hit your territory. And then we want to look at what we're dealing with over here. Oh, wow. I'm at war with these guys, so I'm going to have to force march so he doesn't die. There's 2 more... Oh my god, there's 3 more sites out here. That's crazy. This is also crazy. What's happening? See if I can't hop around. I'm spending so much money to force training the force march every turn. Nice, a hero. We'll put a hero on this so he can start healing up. And then... Oh. We'll just start building our road. And getting over here to take a peek at what's going on with our Assyrian friends. I want to pacify a city. Oh, we've lost a bunch of cities now. We're gonna have to... I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. So I no longer care. I don't think I'll be able to do the happiness ambition. What I want to do is buy tiles. Can you buy, actually, along the coast? You can. Oh, wow. Getting this coastal movement would be really nice. That'd be quite nice. That's cool. All right. I'll take the conscripts. Shit. I'm gonna have to become intolerant. I'm building walls already, so I don't want free walls. All families. Wow, I can get an extra crap load of gold. That's great. Wow. All right. I'm gonna... Whoa, no. I want to check if I unmuted this for you guys, because I forget if I did or not. I did. Great. Grappler could be fun. Yeah, and so I'm going to taunt him every time he Oh, right. I want to also make sure that I do this because it'll be funny. Does that work? Let's see if this works. All right. Nice. So now, just by manipulating this border, my boats will come out from up here. Although I think because of the cost of wood, I'm going to even hold back on those. And instead, what I'll do is treasury. And the reason for that is because eventually my costs are just going to get so intense. So I want to make sure that... I'm just maximizing my potential here. Oh, I accidentally built a quarry when I wanted to build a lumber mill. That is a big old bummer. Anybody else left in my empire I can convert? No. But what I can start doing is... Oh, I need to kill stuff, actually. We'll worry about that next turn. But let's not forget you need to kill stuff. Treasury is complete. Festival. Honestly, I don't even want to build a festival. I think I just want to run council everywhere. That'll help me the most. Oh, you know what I should do, though, is build a worker. I really don't need another worker, though, but I want to improve all of these resources at least, right? So I want to be mindful of that. So I will come out and do the nets. Because that just makes sense. That's just money sitting on the table. This guy built a trireme. I kind of want to build another one. Oh, we can do cataphracts now. 2,000 gold. Can't afford a cataphract just now, so we'll just build a mangonel in 2 turns. And we'll look at our Babylonian friend. Alright, we'll take the Jewish homeland soon. We're going to get the Oracle in a second, which will be nice. They're doing some pillaging, which is not ideal. Oh, because we're unpopular. I need to clear my unpopular. So let's not forget. And I'm going to go ahead and get Latine Sale next. No. I'll kill Perseus now. And over here, what we'll do is sages. And then I need to seek political allies. Great. And I'll just send this guy over here. I have another hero? No, but I do have a commander, my Prince Philip. The guy over here can do that. Nice, we're doing great. And then what I'm thinking is, I'm actually thinking, we'll come up here. What's my movement range? Oh, that was perfect. That's always hard to predict. Well, we'll come up here. And I'll anchor. And maybe I'll try to make a play for taking these territories. Now, that'll be cool. That'll be very, very cool. I really want this drought to end. Drought's killing me. I don't really have a good Bymaster. But I think what I'll do is I'll just steal research from our Babylonian friends. I have a bunch of research anyway, but it can't hurt to have more. Now we'll go back to building a road. Great. Let's kill the rebels. Kill the rebels. Get onto this road. And so I can't... I'm looking for places to spread my religion. Dude, Zoroastrianism is everywhere. That's insane, man. What's the spread on this? 69% chance. Let me guess. I don't know. All right, so now, who has Neapolis, Croton, and Ambracia? So now what I'm thinking is opulence. Opulence. Neapolis, Croton, and Ambracia. Where the hell is Neapolis? It's over here. All right, well, he can do that next turn. Okay. Great. Drought is annoying the crap out of me. So, we still need lots and lots of wood. We'll just go chopping, chopping, chopping. We'll try and see if I can't... Do I have a ballista nearby? That would be nice to send all the way up here. To try and get all the way up here and just clear real quick with ballista. Do I have another one, perhaps? No, but I do have my swordsman, which I'll take advantage of. Do besieger on that guy. Alright, cool. And now, what I want to try and do is... I don't know, man. Well, we'll do slingers. Look at it. Look at my economy. It's completely... There's nothing. I'm maximizing it. I'm using every possible resource I can use. I guess I'll build a worker here. And what do I want to do here? Maybe a worker here. And then it's turn 109. I don't need any more workers, but that'll be the end of it. And interesting that these guys dislike me so much. The discontent, the missing luxuries. And let's take a look at our Babylonian friends. Yeah. Yeah. Best friends. Endeared, influence. I am a prophet. I am divine. Yeah. I'm stressed out, apparently. Nice. Okay. I'll take another Grand Vizier. Not a big deal. Truce with Carthage. How much damage are you doing to me? Now is not the time to lose one of these things. And I guess I'll take guard. Do I have a ranged unit anywhere close? I do. Can you make it? Fantastic. No, you can't. Shit. Shit. Well, almost. Okay. Well, we're just going to run up here. I'm going to get started doing this on this city, too. And so we'll probably do... God, look at all of this. We'll probably do... Ooh, what do you want to do? We'll take the happiness level. 6 opulence project. Or you seize the throne. No, I don't want that to happen, so I'll do the 6 opulence anyway. Oh, I need to build my fair. You big doofus. Stop not building your fair. What are you? Nope, you're a disciple who I don't need. where is someone who can build me a fair? You can build me a fair. Let's build it right here. Here we go. 6 turns. Great. So, decent timing. Ah, we have another raid. These coastal raids are driving me nuts. Alright, well, we'll come here and just take that down. See if I can't just block off this whole coast. Preventing them from landing, right? That does it, right? Oh man, that's so great. Yeah, because they won't be able to move. So then this guy come up here and get started with what I want him to do, which is clear. Which means I do need somebody to build me a settler. Who builds me a settler fastest? Is it still the capital? 2 turns there. Let's take a quick pick. Sorry if this gives you guys a little vertigo, but I just want to find out who's going to build me a... It's still the capital. I'm pretty sure I've built almost every single settler from my capital. That's not true. I know I built a couple from around here, but... so that's something. This is another thing that's preventing me from not really building the things that I want to build. The estate here. Let's start shopping. Let's start shopping. Shopping spree number 1. Do we have another worker? Well, we'll go here. Keep chopping, keep chopping, keep chopping. And I want to buy this tile, and then I think what we'll do is we'll try and buy this tile. Do a little bit of a 1 tile a turn situation. So there's a lot of woods here. We'll do another champs. Yep. So this one, yeah, so then we'll do champs up front and then maybe sages in the back. And build a mangonel. And now what I want to do is move my mangonel up. Unlimber it here so I can just take a big attack on this. And then how am I getting my points? So, developing culture everywhere. How many cities do I have? If I put an opulence point in every city, that would be 67. That'd be 73. Well, I guess I just started on Babylon, who's similar. Or I go to war with... Do they like each other? They still like each other. He's now much weaker, yeah. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to close out this game in this particular situation, to be totally honest. I mean, the battle diary, I just want to be stacked, right? I want to die with the battle diary in my hand. It'll just be so fun. Alright, so then what I need... What else I need to do is... I think I need to build 1 more of these ranges. Yes, I do. Yep, okay. And we end the turn. You're rating me? I lost somebody? That better have been a phalangite. With a crossbow. That's kind of dumb. Oh. Did I do that wrong? It looks like I did that wrong. I didn't even realize I took this. I was thinking that there was a unit in it that I needed to kill. Let's see if I can't just take this down. Alright, so what I need then... Well, he can come up actually and hop in there. And then... I still need a range unit though. Oh. Lots. Oh man, I misclicked. That's dumb. That's okay. Unlimber there. See how well we get quite far into their territory, it looks like. Did we move the network? Apparently not. Trying to move this network. Move ancient network to the capital. Great. Annoying. I'm at war with the Thracians, but they love me. I'd be curious if I could get all the way around here. Alright, so we have a raid here, which we'll have to deal with in a moment. Worry about that in a second. And then I want to come up here. Just clear this out. I'll take a Maceman. And then I actually want to come over here. And come over here. Yep. Anchor there. And anchor here. This is nice. Just preventing these guys from landing. That's so funny. Although they might try to come down here. Do I have a new boat? I do. I have another boat. Though now nobody should be able to make it. Yeah, nice. Great. All right, so that's that. We have a guy in charge, a Grand Vizier. I do want to be mindful of that. So let's put governors around where we don't want to deal with bad decisions. Take a lumber mill. Look at our events here. I don't think either of these guys matter, so I just don't care. Take the training. Oh, well that sucks. She's dead. And we have a distant raid right on top of us. Love that. We need a new governor in the capital. In fact, after my settler... Oh no, I need to do my settler. Alright, so this is annoying, but we'll solve this with a mangonel unlimbered. And then a horse will come up. Just back this guy up here, do a mine probably, yeah, mine. And then they can come in and do whatever they want to this situation. Alright, so that's my turn. 5 turns on the fair. I have 2 more luxuries. So I'll do an opulence point in the capital for sure. So we'll need to find another friend to help me do that relatively quickly. Nice. Wow. All right. So now, so he's preventing a double, which is fun. I mean, I guess he would have prevented a double anyway. We'll steal research and we'll steal from Babylon again. And I'll just come over here. How much damage did that do? That's 9. That's a lot. Can I get this guy to come do this? Get this guy. Take this out right now. Boom. Whoa, I can get 4,000 gold or 200 science. I actually like the idea of 4,000 gold right now. All right. This guy's gonna mess me up, isn't he? Let's try to do this and see if we can't just take it this turn. Can we take this turn? Probably gonna need to do some dumb stuff, like moving up a slinger to kill this, so I can go like this and like this and go womp. This should be all of Hattie, right? Yeah, it is. That's the end for you. Let's relieve ourselves of some stress. And let's fire upon these rebels. And let's just deforest. And send workers further up. I think I'm running out of places to... I guess I just come back here and build one of these monasteries. That would be fun, right? Anybody want to build a cathedral? Let's build a cathedral here. How about that? Build a cathedral there. I don't know. We'll purchase this. And purchase that. Then you can start in on these dyes. Get myself some more dyes. More pearls. Pearls everywhere. They'll land and take a couple of hits, but that's okay, I think. Right, so what I actually want to do is put a governor here. Swap into you. And just purchase that real quick. Get myself my dyes. And go here to build more. Oh shit. Oh well, we'll do it anyway. Alright. Oh, ill tidings. Didn't I already get free orthodoxy? Apparently not. And what's his law count at? He's still at 5 laws. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll take the opinion here. And I need to build another settler, which will cost me some gold. Right, and let's not forget next turn to move that settler. Oh, shit. Shit. Hopefully he'll... I mean, he's definitely going to take this back. Right? No? Wow, I'm so lucky. Great. Can I get there in one turn? So close. Can I get there in one turn? No. I kind of want to move him up, though. Because I feel like if I do that, I might be able to do both next turn. That could be interesting. Oh, right. And I'm getting attacked down here. I forgot about that. That's nice. One lumber here. And then what do I have? Trade leads, sell for the same price, excuse me, as buying. I don't need either of these just yet, I don't think. I don't need either of these. I might swap into legal code, though. Alright. Let's just go like this. And we're getting even more boosted. We'll go like this. So, we're kind of all set up to do what we need to do. Can we get around? I really want to try and get to the capital. No, are you kidding me? Alright, well, we'll come up here and I'll do Tushan. And I'll push somebody in there. Building a settler in a levered turn. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do treachery. Hopefully you can... and then... Navy? Oh, right. These guys. So I need to come back around and focus on these guys. Okay. This guy needs to head back up here to hold that. And maybe we'll come up here with one more force march. I say one more like it's going to be the last time I force march when it's absolutely not going to be the last time I force march. All right. What do we have going on? I'll just take the civics. Don't need another religion. I'll take a happiness level. All right. Ooh, I'm debating if I want to intubate myself. Educated schemer. All right, so let's keep chopping. Maybe I set up some mangonels along here. And you just... I'm chopping, man. I'm chopping. No one knows why, but I am. Alright. Alright. So... take a general here. Oh, I don't have any more training. That's funny. All right. The city's damaged, so you will need to repair a little bit. And I want to build a drama in here. I think that'll be fun. And I want to build a drama. I can't. Alright. Well, shit. And I don't need this law yet. Okay, so end that turn and we'll take a peek at what's going on. I need 20 more points to win. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in 5 turns or less. Less, rather. Oh, and I didn't do this again. Shit, I forgot. Well, hopefully they'll be nice and give me another chance. Or is this the same turn? Now I'm super confused. Much weaker, primitive. Babylon is now learned and similar. And we're best buddies, Babylon and I. I could end up winning, though. So they're gonna turn on me eventually. I forget what happens when you taunt somebody. Oh, it's 94 years. I can't do that. Shit. Well, he doesn't know that. So maybe he'll think that I'll do that all the time. I mean, I don't know if he knows that. I'm assuming he doesn't know that. But I just found that out myself, so hopefully he'll stop bothering to slander me. And hopefully he'll check the opinion and realize that we're best friends now, too. So there's also that. The souk has been finished, which is incredible. My son will marry a builder. I will take the war elephant. I will take the opinion boost of coin debasement. I will... How many cities do I have? 18. I will surprisingly take the free porcelain instead. That will get me a luxury in every city. So, let's run around now. Put a luxury in every city. Perfect. Gems. Gems. We want to just slow everything down. Don't need a luxury in the cap. I will need a luxury in the cap if I want to build an estate, which I do this turn. But first things first, let's not forget, I'm speaking it out now so I remind myself to do it. Sorry if this gives you guys a little vertigo. I'm just kind of running around to try and do it as quickly as I can. Alright, so I have full orders, right? Alright, so can I reach? Oh man, I can. This is amazing. Alright, so this will be... We're going to go champions here for 7. Yep, so this can be sages. Wow, 400 science. Great. Okay. Oh, we can start building tech points as well. Interesting. So maybe I do that too. But first things first, I think I want to get to manor. Yep, just for the law. Right? Yeah, manor. Yeah, we'll get the manor. Just get that out of the way now. And then what we'll do is we'll move this guy here. Go like that. And I think what should be able to happen is I think I should actually be able to come over here. Yeah, and do this one. We'll do another sage's spot. And now I want to do... What I want to do is come around and see how much territory we have out here. How many city sites? 1 more. Great. So I need 1 more. I need 1 more settler. I guess I don't need it from here. Because I'm going to have to rush it anyway. Because I want to get it over there. So I think what it'll do, it'll rush... Nope. Anybody can rush me a settler? I guess it doesn't matter, right? Well, no, because I need a governor. I don't want it to be the capital. So I guess we'll just assign the governor. I think I want to use this. I do want to use this spot anyway to make sure it builds an opulence point. I'm going to need to make sure that I will do trade league now. Ooh, all of these suck. And I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't do that. Alright, well, we'll wait next turn. Oh! Yeah. Okay. Top wonders. Much stronger. Yep. There's a time sync now. Yep, yep. All right, everybody. Welcome back. A little bit of a time jump there, time skip there. I decided not to just play it all out. I just wanted to skip right to the end because, you know, multiplayer. And, you know, IceMatrix was right. Just a few games. So we take our points victory here. Sorry, just a few turns, rather. We want our points victory, yeah. And here we are. So let's take a look at the world. Let's look at the map. IceMatrix did not play the last 7 turns. 8 turns, yeah. Yeah, so he clocked it. He was right. He basically conceded, and the reason for that was at around turn 115, he recognized in his position that due to the size of my empire and the ability, you know, everything that I had going on, even if he were to mount an attack, because let's take a look here. I still have another point. Well, actually, I'm actually 87 points, right? So even if we were to launch and build up enough to take this and this would be like 5 points, and I would still be winning. If you took this, you know, all right, so then I would be down to 79 points, right? But I still have my whole empire churning in points. So 79 points. I still have another 1, 2, you know, basically, and the tech point. I still have another points coming in. So he's basically, his ability to steal points faster at a rate of me being able to build points is just, there's nothing you could do about it. One thing I did notice, and I did see later, earlier when I reloaded into the game, was looking around, I didn't realize he had mangonels. So that's pretty good for him. You know, again, a little bit too late, but you know, there's a sizable, again, the AI has been playing for the last 8 turns, but there's a sizable mangonel build up, and that can always be good, but I already have Cataphracts, which is just going to hard counter that. Let's take an example. Yeah, it does 10 damage to a mangonel. Of course, he has some spears. I don't know how close he is to pikes, but, you know, I'm basically rushing everything out. My output is just insane. I have 23 cities to his 15 and just a tech lead. So, IceMatrix is no longer in the game. I just want to say that I appreciate him playing, taking the time. We played this over a couple of weeks, and let's take a look. I mostly wanted to do the end game recap here. And in fact, I suppose what I'll do is I'll save this. And victory. All right, I think I'll save this, and let's take a peek. So military units. All right, so I produced more than he did. Again, some of these stats are augmented by the last 8 turns, but not by much. I lost way more than he did. Oh yeah, and some diplomatic updates. Babylon did attack me, as you might have noticed in the speed through. No issue there. We were set up very handily to defend. In fact, let's just jump right to the power graph and see what's going on. Yeah, wow, look at that. So Babylon was up here just before the attack, and they've been high up in power for quite some time, but as you can see, this power spike just grew and grew and grew. There would have been nothing you could do in this situation. And even if he got the whole world against me, well, which at this point was just Babylon, even if he came at me with Babylon, just on a 2-front war with the order economy that I had, there just would have been nothing. So let's take a look at some other fun stuff. Legitimacy. My legitimacy was quite high early on. I took a big lead over IceMatrix here. Then he jumped up. We swapped. Probably. Oh, because you know why? I abdicated a couple times. So I think my first abdication was around here, possibly to my scholar leader. And then I think my second abdication must have been around here. That would make sense. For the builder leader. So I brought in two different abdications in this game that really gave us an edge, I think. Let's take a look at, so that's legitimacy, which let's see translate to order. I'm obviously going to have a lead here because the Heliopolis. Whoa, yeah. All right. But let's take a look at throughout the game itself. I kept an orders lead, interestingly enough, because it is Assyria. They start with barracks, so you can enhance those garrisons early. But interestingly enough, this is probably a lot to do with legitimacy and things like that. I'd be curious to see where we were at comparative with ambitions. He ends the game with only 6 laws. That's a bummer. I got 13. Yeah, so my order economy was pretty much more than his. He kind of gained a lead in the early game for a moment up until about turn 50-ish, and then I just took a lead and I held the lead indefinitely, and then somewhere along the way the Heliopolis was finished. I think I actually built the Heliopolis around here because I believe I used my builder to get that out. But anyway, yeah, lost, just endless order spikes by the end. So that's crazy. We'll do the next big one, which is science. Oh, wow, yeah. So interestingly enough, I wasn't expecting this. Oh, you know what? This makes sense. No, this does make sense. So he started with a schemer, I believe, and then he went into a scholar. I know he had a scholar on the second heir. So IceMatrix held a science lead, and then this is probably the point where his scholar died. And this is the trap you run into. And I run into this myself, to be totally honest. I love a schemer opener. I think this schemer is one of the best openers in the game, personally. Obviously, there's lots of players who probably like the flexibility of a scholar as well, in addition to that science boost. But the thing that you're going to run into that I find is that when your science is primarily character based, it's volatile, which means if somebody dies, there goes all your science. So the trick, in my mind, to starting with a schemer or scholar start is you need to leverage it to get to a science tech very quickly. So we're talking land consolidation, we're talking portcullis, we're talking scholarship, which is the route that I took, monasticism, things like that. You want to get all the different technologies that get you science, as many as you can get, right, in that window, in that 30 to 40 turn window, right? And then you need to build your science infrastructure up. Like even portcullis is a risky bet because that's character-based science, right? So if you have a lot of groves, you want to go land consolidation. If you manage to get a religion or you're a cleric nation, which he was, but he didn't bring in clerics, you want to go for monasticism, things like that, right? And that's just a pitfall. I'm speaking even for myself in that situation. All too often do I run into a situation where I start with a schemer. I'm like, wow, yeah, my science is great. And then turn 30, turn 50 rolls around, my leader's dead, and my science just tanks. That seems to be what happened here. Now, what's interesting is I only, I mean, I guess I had twice as much science. So yeah, turn 63, I had 84 science to his 41, and that's just going to create a serious momentum problem in the game. And now we're turn like 75, another 40 science ahead, and then turn 80 that's the point where jurisprudence is coming online, I believe. And now there's just no contest. I'm really breaking away. He does cap out pretty high. 200 science is fine. Honestly, I think generally speaking, 200 science is all you really need to win a solid game of Old World, to be honest. But the difference we're looking at now is he had 200 science on turn 110, whereas I had 200 science all the way back around turn 90. So that 20-turn difference can make a huge difference, because all of the text that you're going to get in the meantime, the laws and all that stuff. And then, 500 science is an impressive number. It's nice and cool and fun to show off, but it's it's a little bit unnecessary in my opinion. Maybe against a human, like if we're both, neck and neck, because those, tech points will come in. Let's take a look at my tree. Yeah, those tech points will come in. I still had a lot left in the tree, because really I just got ballistics, had cataphracts. I didn't really need all this much. This event that gets you free battle line is really clutch, because it allows you to keep building warriors. And so basically at any point I could just go this tech, in a few turns. I would have gotten mana eventually, probably. Well, if the game were actually continuing on, before I decided to pivot to the tech points, I was going to grab mana, because then what that allows me to do, it allows me to just keep spamming warriors until I want to upgrade them all to one of these two guys. That's a fun little trick I like to do. Same thing with slingers and these two. Slingers don't go obsolete until you have crossbows. So let's take a look at early tech path. Did he get metaphysics? Yes, but on turn 50. Okay, so he got Christianity from an event. I did get that wrong. Interesting. Okay. Curious what he teched first. Stone cutting, that makes sense. Okay. I started a drummer. Yeah, see, this is the type of thing that I want to look at. The major science techs, right? I have architecture on turn 32. He has architecture on 105. And I brought this up to him privately. I have scholarship on 65. He's scholarship on 115. So this is a huge difference, because remember back from the second video, we both hit legendary in our capital at the exact same time. I believe my turn, I did it on turn 66, and he did it on turn 67. So, I mean, that's the exact same timing to get legendary in the capital. But these two abilities, including divination, oh wow, not divination, sorry, citizenship. And he didn't even get citizenship until 103, right? And I have this on 57. So, like I said, we both hit legendary around the same time frame of 65, right? When I got scholarship, right? Turn 65. I hit legendary 2 turns later, or 1 turn later, and he hit legendary 2 turns later. But what am I able to do now? I'm able to put courthouses up to palaces, libraries up to universities, and I already have some of my baths up, and then I'm able to get an elder bath. Sorry, a heated bath. So I have 3 elder doctors in my city. And I'd be curious, though. I don't think I really went too crazy with science in the city. Yeah, just 200. But it's important to notice here, I'm making 193 science in my capital, right? If we compare to IceMatrix right now, 223. My capital is making the majority. My capital is making enough science that matches almost his entire empire. So over 100 science more than his current capital. Now, if we see here, he kind of didn't get a lot of good territory. However, there's still plenty of room to, and it's a long coast here, right? So there's even if he just had to do everything in a chain and not ignoring adjacencies, he could still do, courthouse, ministry palace, library, etc., etc. His baths would have to go around here. So if I were him, what I would have done once I got architecture, I would have deleted the Odeon and put in at least 2 baths in this location. This is a really crappy start, though. And then also he had the clever idea, which I really like, to come down here. This is how he was going to get a Colosseum. I didn't notice that he had rivers, but then this was his Colosseum idea. In fact, what I would probably do, assuming he had the ability to build hamlets, I probably would even put a hamlet down here, which would come out here, put a hamlet over here, and then start building an urban district for the cap out here. That's something you could also do. Use your hamlets to create urban districts if you end up in a shitty spot like this. Let's see. Civics. Yeah. I crushed it in civics early. It makes sense. I have a judge. And then we're relatively even, and I spike again. Same kind of pattern. So, yeah, that's a big thing to think. You want to use your early leverage of a schemer or scholar to get a science tech. So let's even look down here. This is another big one, monasticism. Wow, that's a bummer, man, because um, he got a religion. He had his own religion, and he got it early. It's here. Ice makes 40. Yeah, so 83 on this, and this is now. Let's be clear, I didn't even use monasteries. I didn't build a single one, or maybe I built one by the end. But this is still order economy. He had the ability to adopt a religion, so he could have had way more orders. This is probably where some of my orders were coming from. Although no, because I adopted this late. But anyway, this is another core target. Hydraulics 101 to my 92. That's relatively even because obviously I can't do everything super early, right? So I had this. Okay, so this is where he went. He went portcullis early. Now that's all right, but I would be curious and I would have to ask him if he managed to get an agent all the way into my capital. Especially in a multiplayer game, that's the thing you want to do. If you're getting portcullis early, you want to send an agent into your human opponent's capital because if they're a good player, they're going to have a lot of science coming out of their capital. And if it's not the capital, it'll be another city. And then you can just use your spy to locate the other science city. Yeah, so 15 cities to 23. Let's look at wonders. I didn't build these weak ones. I stole them from the Hittites. So he got Jerwan, but all of his wonders kind of came out much later. Although he did get the museum. He got the museum right around the time I got the mausoleum. Mausoleum on Greece is just nasty, man. It's such a crazy strategy, especially when you combine it with calligraphy. You're just going to rake in points that way. It really puts the enemy on the clock. And then I got all the legendaries. And that was another big play about architecture here, is that I got myself engineering to cheapen the Wonder game. So he built 5 wonders, but all at full price. Whereas I didn't build a single wonder at full price. All of my wonders were architecture wonders. So let's take a look at his laws. So epics, yep, freedom, centralization, tyranny, divine rule, orthodoxy. He got orthodoxy for free from an event, which is really, really great to get. But again, that's another one of those things where, he also never even adopted his religion as a state religion, which I find interesting. That must have been a civics thing, which also tells me, yeah, he never had any theologies, especially with temple setup from the Jebel. The Jebel was a good get for him. And I think I would have suggested with the founding of Christianity, which must have come from an event because he didn't have metaphysics and he had this. Yeah, founded on year 28. He didn't get metaphysics until turn 50. So this was a very lucky event. And if I had gotten this, what I would have done would have been pivot to monasticism and start setting up monasteries. And then I would have, because you're looking at several things. You can get mythology if you want. You can get dualism for science if you want, or you can get revelation for more orders. He doesn't have clerics, so it's not, in the game. He has the ability to bring him the game, but he didn't. So it's not a major priority, but it definitely would have helped his science game, I think. Any other comparisons I want to make? Did we do power already? I believe we did, but let's take one more glance at that, kind of talk about it. Yeah, so we were even for most of it. And then he jumps up here because, he's building axes, he's building chariots, right? I believe he even had archers. And all of that makes sense, except I'm not investing any time, I'm not investing any science, technology, or infrastructure into doing any of that. I'm just relying on warriors and I'm relying on hitting a spike where that's going to get me my unique unit, whether it's strength 6 or strength 8 online, on this time frame. And now I have 6 strength or 8 strength units while he mostly has 5. Now, it's still risky relying on just one unit like that. And if you recall from the first part of the video, I was having some trouble with the barbarians, but I'm just talking about overall infrastructure. It's like I personally, and keep in mind, I've had players beat me in a multiplayer game when it's a duel format. In duel formats, you're a lot closer, so early aggression can end a game very easily. And I've been beaten by people who have built a bunch of axes and came after me way too early, and there was nothing I could do about it, right? But in a style or format like this, and honestly, how I play my single player games, steel. This is another reason why Battle Line is the greatest event. I hate this technology. I never acquire steel. And the reason for that is because once you have axes or spears, you can't build warriors. And I just would rather have a bunch of warriors than um, lose 1 to 3 turns off of my unit production and have fewer axes. Uh, that's generally my standpoint. Especially once eventually I'm gonna get my 4 or 7 laws and my unique unit out. So even at this end stage, right? I'm bringing it in units, this type of unit, right? I can use these guys for rounding errors. So what's a good example here? Let's take a good example and say, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like that. Right now, a regular warrior can come up and finish this guy off. And then what is he also doing? He's also providing protection. Even if he gets one-shotted, I don't care. He's providing protection against my big unit, where they're more likely to take their movements and try to kill something they can kill. Makes it really tricky. So that's something. And then, like I said, I could just get the swordsman tech and all of these guys could just become swordsmen instantly. So I like to build low-level units for as long as possible in my games, which makes it really tricky for me to leverage these mid-game military units in general, to be honest, because they cost so much. A maceman is 150 iron that I could either get that. I think that's my issue, right? So a maceman is 150 iron, which great, fine, right? But I could either have 3 warriors in a similar time frame, to be honest, as maceman. Let's take a peek. I think I can actually compare that. A maceman. Well, this isn't a good example. What about over here? Yeah, maceman would be 9 turns. A warrior would be 5. So I could have 2 warriors for 50 science less in the time it would take me to get a maceman. And of course, macemans are obviously better, but I don't know. I like spamming a lot of units. I like having bodies. I think having bodies to throw into combat are essential. Anyway, we're rambling here. So let's close this up. Final thoughts. Do one last peek at the stats thing. I built way more improvements. Well, I had a bigger empire. Technologies. I discovered only 7 more technologies than him. That's a thing. And yeah. All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed the game. I hope everybody had fun. I hope people learned some stuff. I really appreciate the game. If you want to talk shop, feel free to join the Discord and, hit me up, ask some questions. If you like my content, please subscribe. It makes it easier for me to stay focused and keep making more stuff. All right, everybody. Have a great week.